There's an elephant and donkey both on shaky ground, but we got the truth and we gonna shout it loud. From the healthcare to taxes, they can't hide from us. With a wink and a nod, we expose all the fuss. Educating the masses with a smirk on our face, bringing clarity to the headlines in this crazy race. From the White House to your house, we cover it all, putting humor in the facts, we're having a ball. Oh no, America, let's get real and laugh, teaching you the politics with a little bit of sass. Current events and headlines that blow your mind, only on Oh No America you'll find.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Welcome back to Oh No America. Oh No America, we're here live. It's me, Nora, here in my garage. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much for coming on over. Yeah. Oh, that's the wrong button. I don't know why I pushed that again. Anyway, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. Today, we're going to go over some, some interesting things here. Okay. Let's just go over the rules, just real quick for the people who are new here. The rules are simple. Don't be a dick. Be cool. Engage in a productive discussion here because we're talking politics. Okay. And this is a time for everybody to get an equal say and, be heard. This one's going to be fast and dirty here today, guys, because I have a doctor's appointment that I got to go to. So, but let's jump into, what we're talking about here. And what we're talking about here is the news. This is real life news, guys. This is not fake news. This is a real news. Okay. And the real news today is telling us that Doge is now going to be a department in the United States government. This is not a joke. Okay. It's right here. Department of Government Efficiency, Doge. Trump named it, yes, for Elon's love of the cryptocurrency Dogecoin. All right, let's check out the actual articles here. Okay, here's a look at Musk's contact. Oh, that's a different one. Okay, but we're going to talk about that in a second. Okay. So Musk to join Trump. Where did my other article go? Where did my announcement article go? That's me and me. Okay. Let me find the announcement article. Okay. So here's the actual article, right? Trump taps Musk to lead a Department of Government Efficiency, Doge, with Ramaswamy, okay, with Vivek. President-elect Donald Trump has tapped Elon Musk and Vivek to head what he's calling the Department of Government Efficiency, Doge, an acronym that is an apparent wink to the dog-themed cryptocurrency by the same name that started as a joke. It was a joke, guys, and skyrocketed after Musk promoted it on X. Trump made the announcement in a statement Tuesday evening, indicating Doge and its leadership, Musk and Vivek, will focus on regulating government spending. I'm not going to try and pronounce his last name, guys. I don't want to butcher it. I want to respect it, so I'm just going to refer to him as his, Vivek R. While it is not yet clear whether this entity will exist within the federal government or outside, an official government agency cannot be created without an act of Congress. Okay, but this act of Congress will go through because both the House and the Senate are controlled by Republicans. And if Trump says he wants this, the likeliness of that being approved is very, very, very high. Okay. No, I don't want any of that. Together, these two wonderful Americans, this is Trump, of course, will pave the way for my administration to dismantle government bureaucracy, slash excess regulations, cut wasteful expenditures, and restructure federal agencies essential to the Save America movement. Trump wrote, I look forward to Elon and Vivek making changes to the federal bureaucracy with an eye on efficiency and at the same time making life better for all Americans. Well, if they're going to slash things like Medicare and Medicaid and Social Security, I don't know how that makes life better for any American citizens. But we'll see what ends up on the chopping block, guys. We will see. Okay, now why is Elon a controversial pick for any sort of government, thing? As a tech entrepreneur who controls one of the most influential social media sites on planet Earth, Twitter, now X, and controls a network of satellites that are independently owned by him, not by any government, that give internet to humans across planet Earth and control texts and, phone calls for some people. And he has the largest independently owned space agency on planet Earth. And he owns the most successful electric car company on planet Earth. Putting this man in charge of government efficiency, if you've read any article about how he runs his Tesla factories, it's probably not the best idea. Okay, let's take a look at some other troubling things. Yeah, Starlink is the network of satellites that I was talking about, Amy. Okay. So, first of all, why was Elon Musk in a call with President-elect Trump and Volodymyr Zelensky? Why was he on that call? The tech mogul who campaigned for Trump did not participate in substantive parts of the conversation. Okay. Tech mogul Elon Musk briefly joined. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was up on the screen. It's not. This is the article. I'm so sorry. Okay. This is the article from, this is November 8th. So this is a few days ago. So tech mogul Elon Musk briefly joined President-elect Donald Trump's phone call with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on Wednesday, according to a source familiar with the matter. Musk, who campaigned for Trump in the final weeks of 2024, was not scheduled to be on the call. But he walked into the room and greeted Zelensky. So how does Elon Musk have security clearance to just walk in the room where Trump is? What? He was not part of the substantive conversation between the two leaders, the person said. Neither Zelensky nor Trump had previously disclosed that Musk was on the call. Axios first reported his participation, which was confirmed by other outlets. Trump transition team officials declined a request for comment Friday. Neither Musk nor the Ukrainian embassy in Washington, D.C. immediately responded for requests for comment. Zelensky on Wednesday described his call with Trump as excellent. We agreed to maintain a close dialogue and advance our cooperation. Zelensky continued in a post on, of course, Twitter. Strong and unwavering U.S. leadership is vital for the world and for a just peace. On Saturday, a source in Zelensky's office confirmed that Musk joined the phone call, saying that Musk was not directly on the call and did not participate for the entire conversation. President Trump was likely near Musk at some point, handed him the phone. The source said that's not the same thing as being directly on the call. President Zelensky thanked Musk for the Starlink. They spoke briefly. Now let's talk about that. Overall, Zelensky greeted Trump and they had a very warm conversation. Okay. Now, Musk sat a meeting with House Republicans. Again, he's not an official member of the cabinet. He's not an elected official. Okay. But he's meeting with House Republicans. Business and state matters are now officially in the same place. He doesn't even have to pay a lobbyist to get what he wants done. He's just going to walk in these rooms. Okay. Billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk is expected to join President-elect Donald Trump at a meeting in the U.S. House of Representative Republicans on Wednesday morning. Okay. The New York Times and CNN reported that should have happened yesterday, citing unnamed sources familiar with the plan. So why, though? But why would he even be proposed to go to this meeting? To just braggadociously be like, here's our new Doge. Oh, you guys don't know what Doge is? I'm cool. Doge, Department of Government Efficiency. This is the guy. He's the guy. Like Vivek's not there, but Elon is, okay? And here's the even more troubling part, okay? Here's a look at Musk's contact with Putin and why it matters. Okay, so he's supposedly on this call with Zelensky, like, hey, man, cool beans. Thanks for the Starlink. But let's talk about that. Elon Musk, the billionaire owner of a major government contractor, SpaceX, and key ally, Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump, has been in a regular contact with Russian President Vladimir Putin for the last 2 years. Why is a government contractor talking to a foreign adversary on the regular for the last 2 years? A person familiar with the situation who spoke on condition of anonymity, yeah, I would too, because Putin takes everybody out, to discuss the sensitive matter, confirmed to the Associated Press that Musk and Putin have had contact through phone calls, guys, phone calls. The person didn't provide additional details about the frequency of the calls, when they occurred, or their content. Yeah, like this person's not trying to die right now. Musk, the world's richest man, who also owns Tesla and the social platform X, has emerged as a leading voice on the American right. He's poured millions of dollars into Trump's presidential bid and turned the platform once known as Twitter into a site popular with Trump supporters, as well as conspiracy theorists, extremists, and Russian propagandists. Musk's contacts with Putin raise national security questions given his company's work for the government. Yes, that is a complete conflict of interest. Okay, and highlight concerns about Russian influence in American politics. Guys, if you've never seen or researched Cambridge Analytica, Netflix has a great documentary on that. Let me pull it up here. Okay, so this is one of them, but I can't play it. I can't play the trailer because Netflix won't let you see it, but I'm going to show you. Okay. Okay, so you can see this. This is the official trailer, The Great Hack, the official trailer from Netflix. That is about Cambridge Analytica. There have been other documentaries about it that have come out. Yeah, The Great Hack. Please watch that movie. The secret filming that people did. I mean, it's like, yeah, Cambridge Analytica is no joke. Please, please, please watch that and understand that Russia has won the psychological war on America without firing a single shot into our country via the internet, via Twitter, when it was Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. Okay, they have won. Our Russian overlords are winning. Okay. I don't know. Amy, that's a good question. I never heard about that. How many podcasters took Russian money to do videos? 400,000 per video? I don't know. Nobody ever offered me that to do a video, but that's, I don't, that probably happened. That probably happened. That doesn't surprise me. Let's finish up this article. Musk and Putin have spoken repeatedly about personal matters, business, and geopolitics. Just the light stuff. The Journal reported Thursday, citing multiple current and former officials in the U.S., Europe, and Russia. During one talk, Putin asked Musk not to activate his Starlink satellite system over Taiwan as a favor to Xi Jinping, the president of China. Putin and Xi have met more than 40 times since 2013. And Elon did it. He didn't activate it over Taiwan. Why would Putin have influence over him? Why would he do what Putin asked and not let Taiwan have internet? This is the scary thing, okay? That a lot of people's internet, Apple has gone totally hand over fist in partnership with Elon. So has T-Mobile on the Starlink system, right? Your extended coverage, when you're on satellite, there's a few Apple partnered satellites, but that's Elon's satellite network. When you're on satellite and you do that SOS, Elon could just turn it off for you if you're a dissident. That's where we're at, guys. Russia has denied the conversation took place in 22. Musk said that he's only spoken to Putin once in a call 18 months earlier, focused on space. The Chinese embassy in Washington said Friday that it was not aware of the specifics of any requests made by Putin on China's behalf. Mm-hmm. And of course they didn't. Okay. What the talks mean for national security. Musk's relationship with Putin raises national security questions. Yes, it does. Given the billions of dollars in government contracts awarded to SpaceX. Yeah. We have astronauts stranded on the International Space Station right now because can't nobody go get them. So we all have to like fucking be nice to Elon or those people are dead. It's like, what? Trump has also vowed to give Musk a role in his administration, which we already know. Is going to be Dogecoin. A former U.S. ambassador to Russia, Michael McFaul, said it's unusual for business leaders to be in contact with Putin without informing U.S. authorities. While CEOs may often interact with foreign leaders, Putin stands apart given his invasion of Ukraine. Yeah, you think? He's a war criminal who's slaughtering civilians. Yes, he is. That makes this wrong, in my view, McFaul said of Musk's talks with Putin. You have to decide what team you're on. Are you on the American team or the Russian team? Yeah. The request from Putin on Starlink as a favor to China is likely to get attention given U.S. support for Taiwan and concerns about the growing partnership between the Kremlin and Beijing. Musk, whose Tesla operates Gigafactory Shanghai, has developed a close relationship with China's leaders. His remarks about China have been friendly, and he suggested Taiwan cede some control to Beijing by becoming a special administrative region. Moscow has growing ties to the American adversaries. Yeah, they do. The U.S. has accused Russia of sending ballistic missiles to Iran. They did, and said North Korea sent troops to Russia. Probably, I don't know. Possibly for combat in Ukraine. On Ukraine, Musk's views have shifted since he initially supported Kiev following Russia's 2022 invasion and provided it with his Starlink system for communications, right? Musk then refused to allow Ukraine in 2023 to use Starlink for a surprise attack on Russian soldiers in Crimea. No one should be able to turn off an entire country's internet and ability to communicate with each other just because they don't like what they're doing with it. No one should have God powers. That's crazy. He also floated a peace proposal that would have required Ukraine to drop plans for NATO membership and given Russia permanent control of Crimea, which it seized in 2014. The plan infuriated Ukrainian leaders. Yeah, it did. The timing of the calls, reported by the Journal, and Musk's changing views on Ukraine was a disturbing coincidence, said Bradley Bowman, a former West Point assistant professor who's now senior director of the Center on Military and Political Power at the Foundation for Defense of Democracies, a Washington-based think tank. That is the longest title ever, Bradley. Too big. The policy of the U.S. government is to try to isolate Vladimir Putin, and Elon Musk is directly undercutting that. What is Putin doing with Musk? Putin is trying to reduce his international isolation and impact American foreign policy. Yeah, if Elon lights up Russia with Starlink, there's going to be no stopping them. Look at what they've been able to do with their rudimentary internet now. One person familiar with the talks between Musk and Putin told the Journal there is no evidence Musk's contact with Putin represents a security problem at all. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. Asked about Musk contact with Putin, the White House National Security spokesman John Kirby told reporters Friday he has no information to share. The Pentagon and U.S. intelligence officials declined to comment. State Department didn't respond to an email. Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. Let's just keep our mouths shut while our government is, going to be usurped by the shadow president known as Elon Musk. Wonderful. Musk recently appeared at a Trump rally sporting a Make America Great Again hat and delivered an ominous warning that if Trump lost the race, this would be the last election. That's actually the opposite. We are literally in 1984, guys. They are doing Ministry of Truth shit, where the Ministry of Truth pumps out all the lies. Trump has said in no uncertain terms during campaigning for the last 500 years that he intends to be here forever and to remove presidential term limits. So we may have actually just had our last election, guys. That's possible. That's possible. Last year, Musk mocked Ukrainian President Zelensky's request for aid and said in February that Ukraine couldn't win the war. Trump, who has praised Putin's leadership and criticized the NATO alliance and U.S. aid for Ukraine, has raised questions about what he would be willing to concede if he's elected in a negotiation over Ukraine's future. I don't think he's going to concede anything. I think he's on Team Putin. U.S. intelligence officials and private sector analysis have concluded that Russia. Oh no, I can't donate to you right now. I'm so terribly sorry. They have concluded that Russia is working covertly to support Trump with disinformation and propaganda targeting his Democratic opponent, Vice President Kamala Harris. Oh, here's my shocked face. Since Musk took over Twitter, it has become a leading online source of Russian propaganda and disinformation aimed at Americans. Yes, it has. Twitter is a literal dumpster fire of nonsense. Trump has faced scrutiny over his own recent contact with Putin, outlined in a new book by Watergate journalist Bob Woodward. Bob Woodward dusted himself off, y'all, to write a new book about Trump. Woodward quoted an unnamed Trump aide who said the former president and Putin may have had as many as 7 conversations since Trump lost re-election in 2020. Before one of the calls, the aide said they were asked to leave Trump's office to give the two privacy. The Trump campaign and Kremlin have denied those calls occurred. Can anyone subpoena this man's T-Mobile fucking account and get those records? Like, let's be real. In response to questions about Musk and Putin, Trump campaign press secretary Caroline Leavitt, who's now his chief of staff, called Musk a once-in-a-generation industry leader whose ideas could benefit our broken federal bureaucracy. I wonder where Trump got this idea from. As for Putin, there's only one candidate in the race that he did not invade another country under, and that's President Trump. Why didn't he invade a country under Trump? What was Trump giving him that kept him, just like, oh, I don't want to do that? He wasn't scared of Trump. He got something from Trump. President Trump has long said that he will reestablish his peace through strength foreign policy to deter Russia's aggression. That's a literal line from George Orwell's 1984, guys. Peace through strength. I'm not kidding. Let's just Google that. Ronald Reagan. Peace through strength is a phrase that suggests military power can help preserve peace. It has been used by many leaders from the Roman Emperor Hadrian to in the 2nd century AD to former U.S. President Ronald Reagan in the 1980s. Yeah. But isn't it also from George Orwell's 1984? I'm pretty sure it is.
President Ronald Reagan firmly believed in peace through strength.
Oh, George Washington. That's not really what he said, though. I was so sure that was like a thing. Well, I grew up I grew up under the Reagan administration. Yeah, I thought it was from the book, but maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Yeah. Hmm. That's George Orwell. There's how many ads are on this ridiculous site? Holy cow. This quote means war is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength from George Orwell's 1984. This is like a spam bot. Oh no, I have to register. Yeah. That site was awful. Okay, so George Orwell said war is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength. Okay. I had that confused. Might means right kind of a thing. Okay. Okay, let's go back and just finish up this article because then literally, guys, I'm going to try and grab a couple of your questions and then skedaddle here. So Russia confirmed one of the conversations. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov on Friday rejected the journal's report as absolutely false information. Peskov said Putin and Musk once held a medium-length phone conversation prior to 2022 that was more of an introductory nature, focused on visionary technologies. After that, Musk had no contacts with Putin. The election has entered its home stretch, and of course, opponents stop at nothing. They're saying they made it up. Okay. So, yeah, guys, this is a fucking mess. That this is now the head of the brand new Department of Government Efficiency. Okay, let me grab your comments here real quick. As long as Elon and the other billionaires keep kissing Donnie's butt, he'll keep them around. Yeah, that's very true. In Canada, sadly, we seem to be following suit. Yeah, I know. It's bad. Sorry, Nori, 10:30 p.m. here in the UK. Got to go to bed and push up some Z's. Yeah. All right. I'll see you tomorrow, Leanie. I'm thinking he may not be able to accomplish much with a fake agency. Trisha, I love you, but don't be too Pollyanna about this. Be real. We have it now 10 years and nothing works. I don't know what you have, Eaglewood, that doesn't work. Within the first 6 months, half of them will have fallen out of favor and been fired like the last time. I don't know if that will end up being good or bad. Oh, Musk will never get fired. You watch. Elon Musk comes from South Africa. Yeah, he does. His dad made money from emerald mines. He's a slavery advocate. I think that he could be in here because he kept the Starlink satellites running for the Ukraine when the war started. But then he stopped them. Elon has already overstayed his welcome at Mar-a-Lago, but Trump needs to keep him close because he has the money. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. And that's why Putin wants to talk to him too. Like, let's be honest. This just gets worse and worse. Pete Buttigieg will be on Lawrence O'Donnell at 9 p.m. Central. I'm going to tune in for that at the doctor's office. I guess Musk and Putin are playing Trump, who is dumb, and Musk wants to be the leader of everything in the Western world. Oh, sure. That's totally probable. Yeah. Behind the Bastards podcast did a deep dive into Paul Manafort, who's been assisting the dictator of Ukraine before he went back to America. Yep, to work on Trump. Yeah. Paul Manafort is a bad man. Yeah. Google the Russian influence story. Dave Rubin, Tim Pool, and other right-wingers were paid handsomely for their propaganda. It doesn't surprise me. Russia's got money. Now the MAGAs are crowing that they pulled a fast one over Project 2025. Yeah. They're going to do the whole thing. We're going to do a whole breakdown on that, guys. We'll break down piece by piece. I don't see it either, but I guess he didn't leave a comment there. I think Donald will get sick of Musk, but I do think it's too optimistic to hope he gets fired. Yeah. I think Elon could compete with Donald on the stupidity scale. Yeah, he's so out there. Musk is great at stealing other people's ingenuity and technology. He hasn't invented any. He has a rudimentary understanding of science. And he exploits that rudimentary understanding by hiring very, very smart people to do miracles for him. So in that way, he is a visionary, like he has a dream. He's very much like Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs wasn't the best programmer, wasn't the best anything. He just had these ideas that he was like explaining to people over and over and over and over, and then they made the magic happen. Like he thought of the iPhone. This was a dream. This was a thing that he thought of, and he got the people that were smart enough to do the programming to make it happen. He didn't program it. There's a lot of people like that in the world. Why didn't the Democrats just lie to him in 2020, wheel him to a fake Oval Office, and let him watch fake Fox News, give him a bucket of KFC and a big MyPillow? I don't know. That would have been a great plan. To answer the question posed in the thumbnail, yes, on my way to the airport right now with Pearl. Okay. I don't know what question that was. Posted in the thumbnail. Oh, yes. Yes, Elon will be the shadow president. All right. Well, you guys have a safe flight. Y'all have a safe flight. Can Starlink be used to fuck with our internet, etc.? As long as Musk gives Donnie Von Shitpants money, he'll be allowed anywhere. Well, here's the deal. Starlink is a separate set of satellites. The reason why I know so much about Starlink is because when I worked for T-Mobile on the technical end of things, being like the person you call when your phone is fucked up and you need help with it, that was me. I would pay attention to every internal briefing, every announcement that happened. And 3 years ago, T-Mobile announced an exclusive partnership with Starlink to end dead spots, right? So if you are in an area where your phone, as an example, is hooked up to the Starlink satellites, it's questionable, depending on your allegiance, will you get to send or receive the messages, or will they be intercepted and used against you if you're on that satellite? Now, if you're on any other type of network, right, you're getting the signal directly from the towers that you're nearest to. Okay, so far, Elon doesn't have any control over those. Those are still in the control of Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile. Okay, those are the only 3 companies that actually have control of any of the towers. Also, what was the name of that internet company that went tats up? But now T-Mobile had to sell part of Sprint towers off to create a 4th network. I cannot think of their name. Anyway, they're a very, very small network, but they do have some towers and you can buy phone service from them. Any other phone carrier is renting decentralized data. Like you're never going to get the ultra speeds on something like Google Fi or on Cricket or any of the other, even Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile is a subsidiary of T-Mobile, so it operates exclusively on T-Mobile's towers. However, you're getting deprioritized data on any of those pay-as-you-go things. So if there's a high traffic area, you're the last, in line not last in line to get data, but you're getting the slowest amount given to you at a time. That's why sometimes if you're on one of those things or you have a shitty plan that doesn't have unlimited premium data, then you're getting, like you're in traffic from hell trying to get to the airport. That's just how that works. Oh, have I ever read The Sovereign Individual by Rees-Mogg? No, I will have to read that. Thank you. So what do we do? Are we just doomed? Lone dinosaur, we kind of are. We're kind of fucked at the drive-thru right now, as Joe Pesci would say in Lethal Weapon. Now is the time that we pay attention and we figure out what the Constitution says and we figure out how we can fight back against unconstitutional things. That's our only defense left, is the actual literal Constitution of the United States of America. And if they decide to, not do that, then yeah. Do I think Putin will stop at Ukraine? No. No, I think he wants the old Russian bloc back. He wants Poland. He wants Yugoslavia. Oh, that's not even a country anymore. He wants the whole old Soviet bloc back. He wants the USSR again. 100%. Oh, the question on the thumbnail was, will Elon Musk be the new shadow president? The answer is probably yes. Off topic. Will he pardon P. Diddy? Or do I believe in the Illuminati? The Illuminati. I shouldn't say anything bad against the Illuminati. I don't want to be struck down. Do I believe in a government conspiracy to control power by a new world order that's controlled by the richest people in the world? I think that's totally probable by the way everything else works. But outside of, outlandish, documentaries that I've seen about it, I don't have any evidence that points to that. I don't know if he's going to pardon P. Diddy. I'm going to be honest. His name's probably on those party lists, so he might want to. But I don't know. What does this department do and who pays them? We pay them, honeybee. This is going to be a government office, so we're going to pay them with our tax money. And then, what I just said earlier in that this little quote here, Trump's quote is, "Together, these two wonderful Americans will pave the way for my administration to dismantle government bureaucracy." Okay, let me put this up on the screen so you guys can see it. Slash excess regulations, cut wasteful expenditures, and restructure federal agencies. Okay? Essential to the Save America movement. I look forward to Elon and Vivek making changes to the federal bureaucracy with an eye on efficiency at the same time, making life better for all Americans. And because it's a government department, honeybee, we pay them. We pay them. All right, y'all. Like I said, this was going to be fast and dirty, and it is. I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to be talking more politics. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you to the mods, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Oh No, America. I'm your host, Nora Ames. Hopefully this day has been informative, fun, and given you a little sparkle of America. Thank you to my mods, as always, for keeping things cool, chill. And if you guys want some of that sweet, sweet merch, hit us up at ohnomerica.com. You'll